This is Radio Free Cybertron, episode 834. I'm Brian Kilby. With me here this week, we have Don.
Hello.
So, if you're watching video at tfradio.net/live, actually, it's not working there, so never mind. But if you're watching video on YouTube, the way Don's glasses are positioned, it looks like he's wearing some sort of, I don't even know what. Yeah, glowing antennae. It's amazing.
Home.
Yeah.
You know, once upon a time, a special effects person would have spent a lot of time and effort making that happen.
Yeah, figure out how
Don
to
just
make
has
that.
it naturally.
Yeah, that's Chris
Well, I've been told I have a natural glow. So
and Matt,
Hello.
Rob.
Let Don be a warning. You collect toys too long and you develop light piping.
That's awesome. Diecast.
Present and accounted for.
Hey, so if you are interested in our thoughts on Rise of the Beast, we'll have that later on in the show. Should be after what we got this week.
Spoiler free.
It will be spoiler free. I was telling the guys, warning those of us that watched it, I hate spoilers. So I don't want to be accused of spoiling other people. And this is one that you probably want to go watch. So I'll say that. But there's a lot of news. I was doing show notes before Chris got on, and I'm like, oh, there's only 3 things to talk about this week. And
It's just a slight difference in method.
yeah. So at the end of the show last week, like right as we were closing, a picture of Optimus Prime as a moon rover popped up. And at the time, we weren't sure if it was an official toy or not. Like, we very quickly, like in a matter of minutes, learned that it was a Karatomi Mall exclusive. But we didn't really have the opportunity to talk about it. Is there a way to get this?
I believe this is a crowdfunding campaign through Japan's Campfire platform.
So I don't know what Campfire is. I do know that I have a Grand Max that was a crowdfunding campaign.
That was through Takara Mall.
Yeah.
So am I like SOL with this?
Yeah. Yeah, it looks like it because it says I went on the website. I was going to try and pay for one. And it said products will be delivered in Japan, available only in Japan. So they're
I don't know if like the big bed toy store will be able to come up with a way to get a stock of these or not.
I mean, they have their methods for getting hold of stuff that's only available in Japan. They have...
But it will cost you.
Yes, it will cost you. It will cost you.
What's the price on this? Like, just as the matter of
100 plus, I think, just for the base crowdfunding cost.
it's kind of nice looking. I mean,
It
is.
I like it.
Yeah, so this is based on an actual concept vehicle that the Japanese Aerospace Exploration Agency is working on in collaboration with Toyota.
Yeah, Toyota. Yep.
For a nebulous future moon exploration project. So this is not something that, like, the Transformers team over on that side dreamed up and, got branded. This is an actual JAXA thing that is, like, in the concept stage right now.
do we know how tall it is?
No, not really. Like, just from the way the build looks, I would say it's tall Voyager, small leader.
That's what I was thinking.
I
Yeah.
want it. I hate that I want it. But I want it.
It's pretty cool. I can certainly live without it because I can live
Yeah.
without it.
Mm-hmm. It even comes with a solar panel. Like, this is like, I love
Yeah.
space. I love space.
Mhm.
And this is just,
You
is
exist in it.
yes, I do.
You love
Yeah.
space, but space hates you. It wants very, very much to kill you. By any
Space
means
abhor-
it can.
And it
Space
has
abhors
many ways to do it.
Space abhors a diecast.
Can that be the episode title?
Yeah, it is. So
I think
Either that or Headmasterdon now with light piping.
Yeah. I
think-
like Space Abhors the diecast better though.
I think the last thing I remember that would have been this hard to get would have been Credit Card Strafe from
Oh, man.
Universe Cyclonus, which I did get
I
thanks
think
to
I've got-
Hydra.
I think I've got it.
Yeah, but that's the last one. That's the only thing I could think of that would be equivalent level of
I
getting-
think that still would be worse because you literally had to open a credit card to get that.
Yeah, well, I mean, I got a red card to get what was it?
Red
T-Rex.
Wing. Red Wing.
Okay.
T-Rex.
Well, I mean, there's been a variety of those, but I mean, red card, like you can get the debit card version. You don't even need to like go through any credit checks or anything.
It's
You can
so
get
worth
it.
doing too.
Yeah, you get 5% off, and I think when you pay with that on the website, you get like free shipping automatically.
Yeah, it's
this
wonderful.
This is not a Target red card commercial, but there are benefits to having it.
So what's this? So also popped up a second Jurassic Park collaborative.
Yeah.
Why?
So it's
Why?
I don't know.
it's like it's an anniversary, the 30th
90,
anniversary. of-
1993.
Oh Lord, it is. Yeah.
Yeah.
Mhm.
So this is the Jeep, which everybody thought the first one should have had in it, with a robot mode loosely based on Dennis Nedry, aka Wayne Knight.
And the Dilophosaurus that ate him.
Yeah, it
Oh
even
my
comes with the
God, it
Barbasol
is.
can.
It is. Oh my
I
God.
like this.
And it looks like that dinosaur is a pre-tool for iguanas, since the gun is just about the same as well. So that's what I'm seeing as some of the
Oh
information.
God, I hate that I want this.
Is that's going to be a legacy Beast Wars iguanas.
I mean, maybe I think it's more coincidence that the dinosaur from the first one was the Megatron mold, just because that was already a thing they had in their library.
Have they used any of these pre-tools? I mean, these as a pre-tool. I know that we had a couple retool collaboratives, but
Nothing that's been original to collaborative has come back in mainline.
yeah, I can't think of anything.
No, I mean a lot of the collaborative stuff is specifically licensed imagery, and like some of the stuff shares engineering with other stuff and is not necessarily a retool. Like the Ford Explorer in the first Jurassic Park set shares some elements with some previously existing toys, but it's all new design. I don't think we would see anything that like was built on a license level like this get its engineering ported back into mainline.
I was hoping that the Jeep was slightly mistransformed, because I'm not real crazy about those wheels being in the front.
Well, Don, I'm not sure how recently you've seen Jurassic Park, but at the time, Wayne Knight was a rather large gentleman.
Yes, Wayne Knight should totally have a couple spare
Yeah.
tires up front.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I mean,
he did.
yeah.
He lost a lot of weight later in life, but he
Mhm.
totally at that time had a couple spare tires up front.
Yeah, but I mean, it looks a little weird, because when I look at that, I was thinking, okay, this is a Hound pre-tool, but Hound doesn't have his wheels
Yeah,
there.
it's not. So what I want out of this on Don's retool track here, I want them to take that Jeep, I want them to redo it in U.S. Postal Service deco, and release this as Transformers X Seinfeld Collaborative Newman.
Yes.
Yes.
Yes. Dumb question, and if it went by already, I missed it. I apologize. Do we know which of the code names we had this probably is?
That's not a dumb question. There are no dumb questions.
Oh, give
Unless
me time.
Diecast asks them. No, this was Project Island, I believe our insiders revealed afterwards.
Ah,
That makes
So-
sense.
that makes
That
perfect
makes
sense.
a lot of sense, yeah.
Yeah, but that
Yeah.
still leaves a couple of those code names that's like,
Yeah, always.
yeah.
a fair number.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So something that popped up, and I hate that I want it. But there is a Takatomi Mall exclusive version of the MPG 06 Cayenne.
Cotton.
That comes with a riding box set. It's just the box with
Yeah,
with the one toy.
It's the one toy, it's a box to put the other trains in, and it's a few more accessories that are exclusive to that box. So there's
Sunk cost fallacy.
yeah, pretty much.
And given the mass of that box is going to make the shipping on that absolutely miserable.
Yeah, and I think the for the privilege of getting this giant box and paying the extra shipping and getting that little bit of extra accessories, I believe you're adding like $20 onto the cost of a toy that you don't even actually want anyway, except that you have the other 5.
Yeah.
Yeah.
$20 more. I'll pay $20 for the box plus shipping.
It's gonna be a lot of shipping.
Yeah.
It's
I
always a
do
lot
lot
of
of
shipping.
shipping.
I didn't realize it only came with one train. I thought it was all of them.
No.
Oh no.
It's no.
I was like, oh, Brian's gonna have to buy this again.
So you know what? Thinking about this, would I have as much in in this, if I got this, as I would a G1 Raiden box set.
Best not
No.
to think about it, I would imagine.
Yeah. So
Judging on the last prices I saw at TFCon, a G1 ride would have been cheaper.
Don, don't you have a Raiden box set? Didn't you get one recently?
Not recently. I got one
Or
25 years ago when
Oh,
I got
I thought-
Overlord and
no, that's
Damn.
incorrect. I'm sorry.
Okay.
No, G1 would still be a lot more expensive.
Yeah,
Yeah,
like
okay, I
12,
was- I was-
1300 bucks for a decent one.
Yeah, I was kind of surprised by Matt's conclusion there at first because
Yeah, I had to stop and rethink what these train boxes actually cost.
I skipped on a decent box set at BotCon 2015 for like 900.
Ooh.
Yeah.
That's a good price.
And
Yeah.
that was 8 years ago.
Still a good price.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And
I hate
my
that
lo-
that's a good price.
Yeah, my loose one's fine. Yeah.
I'd rather have the G1 riding than the Masterpiece for sure.
Yeah, I don't know why I'm buying this one. I'm stupid.
Sunk cost
I am
fallacy.
pretty dumb as well.
Yeah. Additional photos of I can pre-order it. Let me do that real quick. MP50 Hoist.
Take a drink, everybody.
God, that Hoist does look really good. Of course,
It
it's
really does.
it's like we said last week, though. That Trailbreaker had, for me, it had too much Hoist in it to be
Yeah.
Trailbreaker. But as Hoist, it looks fabulous.
Yeah, I
But
mean,
I've already got X Transbox PA on Pi, whatever he is, and he looks really good too. So
yeah, I mean, there's other colorways that'll come out for this. I'm positive, but yeah, I mean, like looking at the official release photos for this, like it does really feel like they more designed this masterpiece to be Hoist, and then backtracked on it to get Trailbreaker out of it. Like it looks perfect as Hoist.
Yeah. It does.
I'm not buying it, obviously. The only masterpieces I buy are skids. But like, no, it looks really, really good.
It does, and I bought it. Okay.
I can't wait for the lift ticket to come out so I can buy one.
Oh yeah,
Yeah, that'll look really good too.
it will look really good.
And that's when Don will buy it also.
yeah, I mean, it'd be nice to have that mold, if not in Hoist colors, in one of the die clones.
I can't imagine they won't do lift ticket because they've done Burnout, and like, those two have been made to go together at this point.
So the Tigertron versus Black Arachnia set, also on Amazon Japan, not available for pre-order.
Interesting. I hadn't noticed that.
Not for me
So-
anyway.
So Black Arachnia has a lot of paintwork. What I originally thought was going to be like the spider legs being molded in orange and other parts being painted to compensate for that. It's actually the opposite. Those
Oh.
spider legs are molded in black and just like covered in paint to make them orange, leaving most of the other parts to be mostly black. That would be black from that.
Arachnia.
It's a bizarre choice they made in how to actually handle this deco problem. But like seeing these better, closer pictures, like the deco on Black Arachnia looks fantastic.
Is Tigertron? What he's not painted white, is he? Because that might get around any type of yellowing. I know it's not the right kind of plastic, but still.
Yeah, I mean, the plastic that can be painted is not
Nylon.
susceptible to the yellowing anyway.
Yeah,
So
It's unpaintable nylon.
but like it does seem like they have gone with a much brighter white, and they don't have the like khaki leaning accents here and there. He's a cleaner tiger than the Hasbro toy was.
They redid the head too, the tiger head.
Did they?
Is it?
Yep.
I'm not sure if that's like been redone or it's the paintwork.
I've heard it. I heard it was redone.
I mean, that'd be great if it was. I'm not aware of remolding happening on any of these up to this point, but like if they did, cool.
Because it looks so much better in tiger mode.
Yeah, I mean, if I was going to get one of these versus sets, and I mean, Rob and I had still been talking about splitting the Optimus and Megatron set. But like if I was going to just get one of these for myself and keep the whole thing, like this would be a strong candidate because these two toys look really, really good.
I didn't dream this next one.
I
I didn't dream this next one. I thought I dreamt this.
Yeah, I want to preface this with remember a couple months ago when we said it's not Rock Lords?
It's Rock Lords.
Uh-huh.
I saw this. I saw somebody tweet about JT Prime's post Friday, and I just forgot about. I thought I dreamt it. We're getting Rock Lords.
Yeah, I was very adamant that it was not Rock Lords. Like nobody is more surprised about this than me.
This like makes me like I have been down with sort of the state of generations and everything lately. But this gives me hope. So okay, so what we're getting
the whole list just is pretty fantastic.
so a deluxe G1 Optimus Prime, that'll be interesting.
Yeah.
One theory on that is that it's going to be based on IDW's Stormbringer miniseries.
Never mind.
Okay.
So
So Dawn, would you say they've hit rock bottom of character selection?
Ooh.
I would say
I'm not
they're
using that as show notes. No.
I would say they're going to go
Episode
big
title.
or go home, and they're going to rock and roll all night and party all day.
Okay, so Universal Voyager Vector Prime.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't like the original Vector Prime toy. Am I horrible for saying that?
A little bit. I mean, like most any Cybertron toys, especially the early ones, it's not like super posable or anything, but
It's not at all.
It's a really solid, competent transformer. It's got some good chunky heft to it, and it looks cool. in
It's
both
got heft.
modes.
You could kill somebody with that toy.
Oh yeah.
Like I have concerns that they're gonna pull off that and the robot mode accurately based on like today's material constraints. I also am not entirely convinced right now that this is not going to be like a partial of JAXA to make this work.
Ooh, yeah.
Because that certainly could be a way for that to go.
Yeah, I mean, yeah.
Look at DevCon versus Blur,
Yeah, exactly.
and I mean they can do a lot with that base engineering.
Yeah, absolutely.
Universal Armada, Galvatron, obvious. Voyager Origins Wheeljack.
Yeah. It's not going to be, but I would really wish for that to be big enough to jam Bumblebee in the back of in van mode.
Yeah.
But I'm glad he's going to be a Voyager at least.
Yeah. I mean, probably a lot of that is going to be the truck shell.
Yeah.
The robot is probably going to end up being like a little bit of a chunky deluxe with a lot of folded up vehicle on the back.
Yeah, it's more of an engineering price point than a size price
Yeah,
point.
I
really.
think so.
But Legacy Universe Deluxe Magnus and Core Boulder Crash.
Mm-hmm.
Now, I don't remember which one Magnus was.
Well, in Rock Lords, that would have been Magmar, leader
Yeah.
of the evil Rock Lords.
They can't
And
really
Bu-
call it Magmar because of Pokemon.
Yeah, and Boulder Crash. Boulder was the leader of the heroic Rock Lords, so we could be looking at the two leaders for the two factions.
I don't know. I just think whoever thought of putting Rock Lords in the line was stoned.
Yeah, probably. We knew who that was. So, but that's one I didn't have. I had the red one that's kind of stocky with like an animal head. I had the one that's I had the pterodactyl, and I had the little silvery round one. I don't know the names of any of the Rock Lords. I'm not like the biggest GoBots fan, but I am pleasantly surprised that we're getting these.
Now, the question is, and I mean, it's probably not even that much of a question, are these going to be designed like weaponizers, fossilizers, whatever? Are we going to be able to pull these rocks apart and cover our Transformers in rocks?
I think so.
I suspect so.
You've just blown my mind.
Okay, here's something I'm thinking. It's kind of an out there thing, but this is me. What if they're colored in like Junkion colors? Because Magmar was red with green highlights, very Junkion. Boulder wasn't, but they could be some kind of weird Junkion faction if they're going to continue that motif.
Somebody really was high when they came up with this idea. If they're like weaponizers. Sorry, Don. That is literally breaking my brain right now.
Sorry, it's just if you look at a picture of Magmar, he's in Junkion colors: the reds, the oranges, the green highlights. It's he had a green mohawk, like a weird Mr. T kind of look.
Rocks with iron in them come out that color. So what's the point, Don? Why would it matter if they're in Junkion colors or not?
Well, I'm just saying
maybe they'll just be in Rocklord colors.
Yeah.
Well, I'm just saying maybe if they're trying to work it into the whole Junkion weaponizer pattern, they're something along those lines.
No, I don't know, because like
Rockions?
every time that we've gotten a new variation of this theme, like it's been its own thing. The weaponizers are different than the Junkions and the modulators and the fossilizers. So I think they'll just be Rocklords.
Yeah.
I can't believe I just said that.
The only similarity between all these various concepts is just they all have a bunch of 5mm posts so that you can plug them into other toys if you want to, or you can abuse those connections to make monstrosity combiner things. And
I was gonna say
in this case, we're just gonna be stacking a lot of rocks on each other.
Jenga. Oh, it's too soon.
Okay,
Sorry.
so
that's not rocks, that's blocks.
Yeah, this is more like so now we have a Tears of the Kingdom toy line. That's great.
Ah, yes.
You can just weld rocks to all your weapons. It's going to be perfect.
Circling back a little bit, Blade Raider said in our Discord, tfradio.net/Discord, he has Kingdom Tigatron one hand, and its beast head is the same mold as on the new Versus one. It's just a really good effort with paint on Takara's part.
Yeah, paint can make all the difference.
Yeah.
So Legacy, Prime Universe, Dreadwing.
Yeah.
I
that's the thing.
It's Skyquake with a different paint job and a new gun.
Just like it was in the Prime cartoon.
Yep. Looks
It's
good.
too blue,
it does.
though. It needs to be more
Well, his brother died. Of course, he's blue.
on the purple side rather
I
than...
think the color is correct. The problem with it is it needs more yellow on it. So the original Dreadwing toy had a yellow canopy and yellow clear parts. This has red. The show didn't have red or yellow. So like that part's inaccurate either way. I'm not sure why they chose red for this in particular. But like color wise from the pictures we have right now, I would say it's actually quite accurate to what it's supposed to be.
I'm glad this exists. I have like next to zero fondness for Prime. So for the people that like Prime and wanted like new takes on it, I'm happy for them. I'll get it, I guess. But like it doesn't do a lot for me.
I'm more likely to get this than Skyquake, which I still haven't bought. But like if between now and when this comes out, they do announce the Selects G1 Skyquake remold
I will be
package,
all over that.
That will be what I get. Otherwise, I will probably pick this
Or
up at
King
some point.
Atlas.
Both.
Yeah. Otherwise, I probably will end up picking this up because it's a Tony Todd Transformer.
Yeah. Oh, right. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. You're right. Yeah. So, again, I'm a hypocrite. I say we need something other than G1. It's like, oh, well, here's a Prime Skyquake. Okay. Here's a G1 Skyquake. Give me.
Well, okay. we need stuff that's not G1 for the younger part of the fandom and even the older part of the fandom that just prefers the other stuff so that they have the stuff that matters to them. It doesn't mean we have to buy it ourselves necessarily, but like we acknowledge that this stuff needs to exist for people who aren't us.
Yeah. I think I'm not the biggest Prime fan.
Yeah, I was about to say, saying there needs to be stuff other than G1 and still having preferences as to which individual figures you do or don't want, I don't think quite counts as hypocrisy.
Yeah, true.
Yes, I realize that the line needs to move beyond G1 to survive because other people, but I still want G1 stuff.
Yeah.
And the mix of G1 to other things we had in that previous assortment, I'm pretty happy with it. And also just the fact that the G1 stuff or G1 era stuff we're getting, like Rocklords, like Origin Wheeljack, is at least outside of that Optimus Prime, it's stuff we have not gotten a zillion times before.
Yeah. You know what's disappointing?
So many things.
Buzzworthy Bumblebee Studio Series 86 Prowl.
Okay, so like the thing with this, it is 90% a thing that I would want. It's just that the other 10% is a battle damage retooling that I don't really think fits anywhere for me.
We're getting Studio Series Brawn, and he's not battle damaged. Why is Prowl? Prowl was a very hard toy to get to begin with. That 2-pack goes for stupid money on the secondary market, and a lot of people were not able to get their hands on it.
But like they don't even go that far into this. If you're gonna have like dying Prowl,
I mean, it's got a new head and it's got the battle damage where he was shot. I'm not sure what else you want other than some sweet amber light piping.
Not even just make it more gruesome. Like,
yeah,
just make it a little more gruesome than this.
Yeah, like drill a hole all the way through it. But
I mean, yes. Also, just like if there were a way to we've had these little rubber effect parts for so long now. Give us some smoke to come out of his mouth.
That would do it right there.
A port for one of the in the battle damage section for a blast effect to plug into.
Yeah, things like this is just, it's not enough. It's not dead enough or alive enough to be worth getting.
But what really kills me is that they replaced all the clear plastic with opaque plastic and then put battle damage on it.
Yeah.
So I don't.
Well, yeah, that's what I'm saying. It's 90% what I want, because like the parts that aren't battle damage, I actually really like how this is turning out with the opaque treatment, like Cliffjumper got.
Yeah.
Like that works for this, and Rusty's been joking in our Discord all day that like, oh yeah, this is just the preview of the 3-pack of cartoon colored Dotsons to come. And like, I would buy that. Right.
Yeah, I would buy that.
Yeah, I would buy. I love that mold. Like I will. I'll put that out there straight out. I'm totally biased on this.
I'd buy a 4 or 5-pack. Put Silver Streak and Barricade in there too. I would buy the crap out of it.
I would buy all of these versions of this mold over again with opaque plastics, because I love that mold, and I would like to have versions of all these characters where I'm not afraid that clear plastic is going to turn brittle and snap off of that roof hinge at some point, which, like, that was happening even when the toy was fresh and brand new. It's not going to get better with age.
I just really want them to do a Zombie Prime. If they can do battle damage.
Dark Awakening Prime.
Yeah, Dark Awakening Prime. Yes, please.
Yeah, I mean, in the case of this thing, is it possible for something to be trying to do so many different things it doesn't end up doing much of anything at all?
Yeah. Oh, absolutely.
Yeah. And I think that's what we've got. Like I said, it's just, they should have gone with just, the opaque stuff, like you said, or, gone full into Dead Prowl, but just, it's a weird mix, and it just does not, I don't think it's going to please much anybody in the end.
It's almost exactly what I want, but just wrong enough that I don't want it at all.
Yeah.
It's not that much battle damage. Like, it's a weird looking facial expression with a cracked headlight and a missing panel, maybe, is what they're trying to make it look
or
like.
The paint burned off, whatever.
I want to revisit something Diecast said, because he mentions this a lot and we all want it. Like, I think the best we'll ever get as far as like a zombie Optimus Prime goes is like either like the beginning of Dark Awakening or like the Return of Optimus Prime Part 1. Optimus Prime. I think that's the best we're going to get if we ever get anything like that.
Yeah.
Like, so I think we need to tamp down our expectations.
Oh yeah.
I mean, they could do. There was a third-party Optimus that had switchable parts that you could pull off, like where he was shot in the chest and shot in the gut in the movie, and you could do that. If they did a, say, Earthrise Leader Optimus, but instead of the trailer, added effects parts. From a budget standpoint, you drop that trailer, you could do some effects parts if they were switchable or clip-on pieces to get that same look.
Yep.
So it would be doable that way, and it would be as close as you're going to get, considering how nice Earthrise Prime looks.
Yep, and also there's Transformers Legacy Evolution Deluxe Bombshell, so we get a first look at that.
I'm just going to note, as far as we know, this Prowl is going to be a 2-pack with an Ironhide also, so there's not even going to be an option to get this by itself.
But
so
Prime! Sorry. So what do we think of Bombshell?
I don't know.
I think it looks fine.
Bombshell has always been my least favorite of the three. Kickback has always been my favorite for some reason, and I've always liked Shrapnel. Bombshell is just like, he makes up the trio, and that's kind of about it.
So I haven't been able to check into this myself, but the early comments on this were that Bombshell is a heavy partial of Shrapnel. It's not even fully its own mold.
Like, from below the shoulders, like the arms are just straight up shrapnels, and I think everything below the waist.
have we gotten deluxe? We got the legacy legend scale like barrage or something, didn't we?
Chop shop off of Shrek.
Yeah.
So is that the only deluxe Insecticon we got?
Yes, I mean we got off the
Ransack.
legacy kickback. We've got
Yeah,
Ransack. So we have a current deluxe Insecticon in the deluxe scale.
We need more.
Yes, we
Yeah.
do. And we'll get at least 2 more, I'm sure. But the colors on Bombshell just look off to me.
They
They do not match the animation colors at all.
Oh, don't they? Okay. Yeah, because I remember Bombshell's head not having the black that the toy had on top, that the Legends figure has here. And just it looked more animation like to me, but it just does not look right either.
Yeah, Bombshell in the cartoon typically had like an all gray head.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, he didn't have much purple on him at all. He was all gray and black for the most
Oh.
part.
That's right.
So this is like pretty much G1 toy colors, but it just doesn't work without the chrome.
Yeah, which is all too common with modern Insecticons. But also, I just think the Legends Bombshell was probably
Fine.
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 Yeah, I think I don't remember if I ever got kicked back. I think I may only have the Ransack recolor of that mold because just why bother?
That's same here.
I've resisted getting the deluxe, not deluxe Insecticons because I have the Legends class ones. I got the Ransack because I have that 4-pack, but that's more coincidental than anything.
And the deluxe Insecticon
Yeah.
should be bigger than the regular Insecticons.
Yeah.
So, it shouldn't be a surprise, but it is. The Super 7 Reaction Beast Wars figures have been found at retail. It's a FYE, so it's a specialty retail store, but they're already out.
Yeah, and they're going to
That was
be.
quick.
Yeah, don't everyone rush to your local FYE unless you want to spend half again more than
I mean,
than what they cost.
People still have an FYE?
yeah,
Yeah, I was gonna say I didn't even know there were
Yeah.
FYEs until today.
I was in one about 3 months ago and saw a.
but
Marvel
these toys are
Legend-
out,
Yeah,
and the movie is out, so the timing makes perfect sense.
Oh,
Yes.
sure.
Yeah.
And seeing a physical copy of the Megatron, that
It looks
really,
nice.
really nice.
It looks really
Yeah.
good.
Yeah.
I mean, these are the nicest looking reaction figures ever. So, God, I am so tempted by these now. I wasn't going to get them. I'm still not.
Yeah, I don't want to pay full price for that Megatron.
Or to Don's point, FYE price.
Yeah, okay. That's true too. I don't even have an FYE as far as I know, like anywhere within driving range, so that doesn't really matter. But like, if I can find that Megatron on a discount at some point, like, yeah, I will probably pick it up because that just looks really, really good.
Yeah. But that was unexpected, so.
Yeah.
Let's see. You're trying to getting official non-transforming G1 Rise of the Beast toys. I saw this and was more non-transforming toys,
Well,
huh?
they look nicer than red figures.
Yeah. It's not hard.
True.
Hmm.
I kind of thought they were neat though.
I think they're neat.
Yeah.
Like, Optimus Prime looks pretty nice. Yeah, somebody had said that they look slightly super deformed, and I see it with Optimus Prime.
Yeah, they are a little bit.
A little
Yeah.
chibi.
Here's a weird thing. I was looking at Entertainment Earth,
Hero Mashers proportions.
and
Oh, a little bit.
the Beast Wars reactions are a penny more than the other reactions.
Well, they're worth it.
They're an even 20 versus the 19.99. I just find that kind of odd that they're a penny higher. For
Reaction
some
figures
reason.
are such a ripoff.
Yeah, I was about to say $20 is far too much for those to begin with, but
Yeah. Oh God, I saw this. I think we talked about Transformers Cross Fortnite, right?
yeah,
Yeah, the rumor
It's
confirmed
official.
now.
yeah, it got confirmed today, I believe.
And Transformers Roblox. I don't know what Roblox is. It's a game or something, right?
It's another one of those things the kids are into.
Yeah,
I think my nephew plays that.
It makes a lot of money off of parents,
Not off
sometimes
me.
without their knowledge.
Oh. Well, I'm not getting it. More art gallery releases. Vincent Aseo Beast Wars print.
This is pretty nice.
That is pretty nice, actually.
Yeah.
I'm that guy that doesn't buy art for the most part. Then it makes me terrible. But it is nice looking.
Well, I want to buy more art. I just never get around to it.
I need to buy more original art.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's nice.
It is.
But let's see here. What else? Oh, probably is this your wording, Chris? Probably the last theater goods for Rise of the Beast, Optimus Prime, bust popcorn bucket from Thailand. Holy smokes, that's cool looking.
Yeah, I think that's my favorite thing.
So it's like his window pecs and up minus the shoulders.
Mm-hmm.
And the head.
So a bust.
Interestingly, it has about the same popcorn capacity as the Cinemark one, which we've only seen pictures of just
80 ounces is about what that was.
85, yeah.
85.
Mine will be here tomorrow.
Cool.
Mine is still does not have an ETA. They're waiting for somebody to pick it up, but I am looking forward to having that.
Yeah, it looks nice.
Yeah, that's like 5 pounds of popcorn. That's going to be huge.
For my birthday, what my kids got me was a giant 90s themed popcorn bucket. It looks like something out of Saved by the Bell.
Nice.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, that made me happy. Popcorn is like my number one snack that I eat too much of. Air popping it's pretty healthy though.
I was going to ask if that was with or without butter.
Yeah, I mean, if you use butter sparingly, it's okay. Like popcorn tastes better cooked in oil.
Yeah,
but air popping is fine. Let's see.
I've lived with microwave popcorn for the last 25 years, so I know.
I'm not a big fan of microwave popcorn if I can help it.
Me either. But it's so convenient.
It is.
Yeah.
Except I burn it now most of the time because I forget.
I've gotten good at I've gotten good at maximizing the popping without letting it burn. Getting a stronger microwave helped.
Yeah. Do you want all your golf buddies to know that you're a Transformers fan? Bettinardi does. I just clicked on the wrong thing. Like, oh, this looks like the print from a minute ago. No, it's golf equipment?
Yeah.
Golf bags.
And socks for your clubs and various things like that.
That is just so weird.
It really, really is. It's not even like Rise of the Beast themed. It's like G1 kind of.
Is that
G1 or Evergreen?
Is that a putter?
Maybe.
To be totally fair, I think the people that would have the time and money to golf would be more likely to be into G1, but
valid.
Cool.
I mean, it's kind of the same set that would be into 12-inch G.I. Joe.
Yeah.
Still, I like various other things that have come up over the years. Like, I have a hard time imagining what the actual crossover is between, demographic A and demographic B here.
Yeah.
That's actually going to buy this stuff.
Maybe these are the people that buy the really expensive statues we can never figure out.
Well,
Probably.
Those would be the people who can afford to, golf regularly.
Yeah.
I don't know. If you have like an old pair of clubs and access to a course, I don't think it's that expensive.
Well, it's the course costs that kind of add up and get you.
Is it? I have no idea. I've never played.
Yeah. Even at like an out of the way place, it can be kind of expensive.
I did volunteer I did volunteer at a golf charity event once. That's the closest I've ever come to playing. Okay. So it was interesting. I think we're giving away like $100,000 to anybody that got a hole in one on a par 4. And we didn't have $100,000. We'd had insurance for that. It's just so I was there monitoring to see if anybody got a hole in one. It didn't happen.
Yeah.
Yeah. Cool. Okay. Let's jump to what we got this week. Then we'll do our spoiler-free review. So Diecast, what'd you get?
Can I go last? I have to go get it.
Okay. Don, what did you get?
I only got one thing this week. Target is really good about running stuff on sale randomly, just marking stuff down. A couple months ago, I got classified Recondo for $12.49. This week, I picked up their Cobra Island Roadblock for $12.49. they rented it half off with free shipping.
That's been out for like 2 years, hasn't it?
I think it was one of the first wave. I wasn't collecting.
What number is he?
11.
Yeah.
I don't
care for I don't care for the deco on that one.
Yeah, I like it, and I'm not crazy about the gun, but it's half price. It's a decent looking roadblock, and the Amazon version is really pricey right now. The one that has the Gatling gun. So I haven't decided if I'm keeping them or not, but they usually sell out of the clearance ones. Figured half off, I'll give it a shot.
Cool.
And
So speaking of classified, Brian, how many HasLab Dragonflies did you order?
I forgot about that. So Don wants my Wild Bill.
actually, I think I've got one
You're
lined up.
shitting me.
No, I think I have one lined
Some
up.
sucker is actually selling you their Wild Bill.
Actually, if things work out, I'll maybe getting more than just Wild Bill, but it depends on how things
They're
go.
buying. They have to be buying multiple.
They're buying multiples.
Yeah. Okay. Okay. I'll go next. I got the AMC popcorn bucket. It's not a bucket. It's like a gigantic
The tin.
tin. Yeah. It looks really nice. So
It does look really nice.
It does. It has the wheels turn, so it rolls. You open
The
it up.
wheels on the Prime go round and round.
So it's tin, so it's kind of fragile. So
Yes.
but so it has like straws for like the smokestacks, and AMC like apparently is only giving out one. So I had to very politely tell them that I needed two. Like the manager said, we're only giving out one. So I told the person I really need two. And they went back and told their manager. The manager said no. So the person just grabbed one and handed it to me anyway. So
I
forgot to mention, Brian, that the front, if you open up the front of the truck, that's where you put your drink.
no, I didn't forget because I didn't know.
Oh, nice.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you open up the front of the actual cab, and that's where you put your drink.
Well, holy smokes.
Yeah, that's why it's got straws in there. So I've seen it suggested. I think it's a good idea. If you get like the stainless steel straws, you can put that in and make like nicer looking.
It would
smokestacks
look
in
better, but like that's not original to it. Like so before my kids can sell this for $1 million when I'm
there.
dead.
Yeah, sure.
So I saw so many people walking out of the theater with these. The investment value on this is probably nothing at all. So it just looks nice on the shelf.
Yeah, so
Now-
you have that nice big trailer to store the real straws in while you get some stainless steel ones to make it look nice.
Yeah.
That's smart.
Was all the locations supposed to be giving out the poster?
If you
'Cause
did the
my
fan
location-
event last night,
Okay, last night. Okay, because my theater, I went to the $8 matinee today, and they knew nothing about.
that's not the fan
posters.
event. And was it an AMC?
No, it's Georgia Theater Company.
That explains a lot.
I've never heard of them.
Yeah.
They probably didn't get them. Yeah. So
All I heard was there was posters if you go see it on opening day, but that I didn't know if that was last night, if that was today, or I wasn't sure.
yeah, the
Paladin says last night was in 2017, so you probably missed the event.
yeah, that's funny.
I wish I missed the movie.
Yeah. I enjoyed it somewhat at the time, and that's a specter that hangs over every single time I watch a new Transformers movie. Like I kind of liked last night when I saw it the first time. Like, is this
So
going to
did
be the
I.
same? Yeah. God, it's such it's nightmare fuel. Okay. Matt, did you get anything?
I did. So I got a new Shokugan modeling project model kit. I got Ninja
Ooh.
Man from Kaku Ranger. Sadly, have not had time to put him together yet because I started a new job this week and a lot of family stuff going on. So I will eventually enjoy putting that together. But Transformers related, I actually did get something Transformers related this week for a change. I got the G1 the movie G1 reissue Hot Rod and his
Oh, congratulations!
correct fuchsia color scheme. I didn't get it from Walmart because they never put anything on the shelves. I got this from Hasbro Pulse. So
You like it?
I love it.
Isn't it pretty?
It is so pretty. Like he should have been this color all along.
Yeah, it's wonderful looking.
And
It's not
I
good
like
looking.
I like Hot Rod in red, but like this looks fantastic too.
It's kind of like a fidget toy. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because it's so easy to transform.
Yeah.
I
It'll
think
transform your day into
Transformers-
adventure.
This
Yeah, I
is true.
think Transformers were the original fidget toy.
So I
They
went to
kinda
Walmart.
were.
I went to Walmart today, and in the retro shelf space, they had actually found more Starscream somehow to put in there instead
Nice.
of putting out anything else.
Uh-huh.
Wow.
Cool. Did you get one of those, Chris?
No, that is a very convenient way of segueing into I didn't get anything this week.
What about you, Rob?
I got two things. I got since I tend to buy physical copies of things, I get points on my Nintendo thing. So I wound up with a wound up with a Tears of the Kingdom keychain that glows in the dark of the little seal that shows up on all the shrines in the game.
Cool.
I'm leaving that in the package because that will probably be as much of an investment opportunity as your tin truck one day, but I'll take the chance.
Yeah, do it.
And the other thing I got was a new mattress after 18 years.
Holy crap! I saw the thing you're getting a mattress. Well, did you get a spring or did you get a whatever? What's the other option? Foam.
Memory foam. It's kind of a hybrid. It's like a pillow top with springs. So
cool.
It's very comfortable. I sink way down into it, but somehow do not get overheated doing so, which is a minor miracle. So I am really pleased with that, and I feel pretty good. I don't think I've slept that well in a long time.
That is awesome. A mattress makes a huge difference.
Some of that foam now is like engineered to be as like thermally transmissive as possible.
Yeah,
because if you're sleeping on a wad of memory foam, like hard to not get uncomfortable. So they kind of got to make some provision to keep that from building up.
Yeah, this actually has two things I'd never seen on mattresses before that I really like. It has handles on the side for carrying it, which is amazing.
I've had one like that.
Now, and it has gussets on the side for airflow, which is just a
that's cool.
Yeah, nice touch. But
cool.
Yeah, it was not cheap, but I'm hoping not to have to do this again for another 18 years. So I'm really happy with that. That's pretty much everything I got this week.
Cool. Diecast.
I got that Optimus Prime popcorn truck that we were talking about. My AMC was actually giving out 2 straws per truck. So I don't know.
Aren't you fancy?
AMC thing, but yeah, we had to ask for the straws because apparently they're in a separate bag. And a lot of the people were giving out the Optimus Primes without the straws till someone realized
so pissed off
and started complaining. I wore an orange shirt today. Coincidentally, this ties into what I got this week, and it is beautiful
nice.
Orange Fans Toys Cyclonus in his hot rod colors. But this is not official.
Inspired.
This is the knockoff of the Fans Toys.
So it's like
when you say it's not official, you mean it's not a Fans Toys actual release?
Yes, it's not a Fans Toys actual
Wait
release.
a minute.
It's third party cubed.
Wait a minute. I don't remember Fans Toys doing their Quintus mold in hot rod colors.
Well, if you'd been paying attention just now, Don, you would have noted that
It's a knockoff.
that was the knockoff.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
The way Diecast phrased it, I thought he was saying it was a knockoff.
Yeah, that's why I was trying to clarify that too.
So, are there any other? Was it cheaper one than a Fans Toys toy?
Yes, it was.
And is it the same quality?
It is.
Interesting.
Shockingly, yes.
And are there any other? Yeah, are there any other like repaints that you could that are out there like this?
No, this is the first one other than Taobao. I got it from Taobao. This is the first, but you can get it from Show Store Z or
Show Z Store.
Show Z Store. What's the other one that
Plant Steel? That's MMC.
No, that a lot of people use.
Bombasty maybe?
They might have it too, but man,
Mandarake?
No, not Mandarake.
I see. I mean, Mandarake has third-party stuff, but not a ton of it.
I just ordered something from there too. It's gonna bug me. But yeah, I love
Safari.
No, that's an Australian site, isn't it?
I'm just throwing out names I can remember.
I can look it up eventually, but yeah, I just love the colors on this guy, and this was one of my favorite molds that Fans Toys did.
That's pretty,
design wise and everything. So, and honestly, I think it only cost me I think you can get this on Showzy store for like $80 shipped, which is really good compared to, this mold originally as Cyclonus through Fans Toys was about $160.
if it's the same quality as fans project or not fans fans toys direct releases, you gotta assume like this is just somebody at the factory they use who decided, you know what, we can squeeze a little bit more out of this.
Yeah,
I think it was the designer actually who left Fans Toys.
Oh,
And since this is one of the designs he did, he's releasing it
mhm,
as a as a knockoff.
mhm.
So
Doc has just let everyone know I'm at Shozy Store right now, and I do not see that. So unless there's something else he's called, I do not see that anywhere.
I'll look it up for you, Don. But that's all I got.
cool. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and do our spoiler-free thoughts on Transformers: Rise of the Beast. Does anybody on the call want to jump before we do so?
That's early yet.
We'll be pretty short, I think. So we were sort of pre-gaming this and pre-show, trying to figure out how to do this without spoiling, because I think our standards of what a spoiler is different. But I want to be extra conservative here. So I will say, watching this, that I really think this is the best Transformers movie ever. That's including Transformers the movie, which I love. I own a sealed VHS copy and 2 sealed laser discs. I've watched it probably 1,000 times and know it word for word. I own like 7 copies, like 5 copies in vinyl of it, the soundtrack, but it's not a good movie. I don't think any of the Bay movies are good at all. I think Bumblebee is a pretty good movie. It's not great, but the thing Bumblebee had going for it was that it was not offensively stupid, and it felt like they were trying to. There's an earnest, like, we really want to entertain you, we want you to like our characters, etc. And going into this, based on the trailers and everything, and the trailers to me made it feel like, oh, we're trying to go back to the whole Bay sort of feeling of the movies where everything is kind of stupid and stuff. I will say that the trailers feel like they've been re-edited in a lot of ways to make it feel more like a Bay movie, where it really feels a whole lot more like Bumblebee. But unlike Bumblebee, it's a complete Transformers movie with multiple Autobots. I think, honestly, Scourge is the best villain in the entire movie verse of the live action movies. I mean, the villains feel better. The production crew, they're respectful of like characters and things like that. And at least in one case, and I don't think this is a spoiler, at least in one case, when something diverges and is different than the way it was in G1, there are at least 2 nods to it saying, yes, we know. And, like, this is for the purpose of this, but they're like 2 respectful nods saying, this isn't G1, but, we know that G1 happened and it happened this way. So, I would say, I think that it looks pretty fantastic. It's pretty, it's colorful. The animation's nice. Only at one point did I feel that the compositing between the humans and the CG Transformers didn't quite mesh. I watched it on a giant 4K laser projector screen. The sound was fantastic. My family loved it. It is a popular movie. It's not high art. So don't go, like, I have to turn my film snob brain off when I go watch things like this, and I had to do that. It's a popular movie. The soundtrack is very much of the period that it's set, but my kids were dancing during it. They were cheering.
How did Kim take it?
What?
How did Kim take it?
She loved it.
Okay.
She loved it. There was applause in the theater. Again, this is the sort of like the fan preview showing, but there was applause in the theater during it. I'd never once felt that it was talking down to me, or nothing felt offensively stupid like things often happened in the Bay movies. And I know there are people out there that love the Bay movies. I don't. I'm unapologetically a hater of those movies. I think they're all bad. Again, that's probably the film snob in me not being able to turn that off. Again, this is not high art. It is a popcorn flick. It is a solid 2-star film, maybe 2.5. But again, grading it on a curve, it's easily the best Transformers movie. The things that you like about Bumblebee, this carries through. The characters are almost all likable. Even I didn't think I was going to like Mirage, but I ended up really liking Mirage. I just generally I have very few complaints about the movie. There's a scene very early on that I thought I was just in awe watching it. Just seeing like the characters play out on such a giant screen in such a beautiful, vibrant way. It's actually pretty good on a curve. But I will say, I saw Across the Spider-Verse this weekend, and it's a million times better. So if you're only going to go see one movie, go see Across the Spider-Verse. But if you're seeing two, consider seeing Transformers Rise of the Beast. Don, what'd you think?
I'll actually remember this one. As far and it'll actually stand out in my head as like, oh, that happened in that movie, and not trying to remember the Bay movies on any given important thing that happened. The human characters are likable. You don't immediately.
They are.
They're likable.
And they're both smart. They're not stupid.
Yeah, they're not RID 2015 human stupid, because some of those in the humans in that Robots in Disguise were just butt ugly dumb. One thing I loved, you can follow the action.
Yes.
It's everything for the Bay movies. For me, the prime example, no pun intended, of the problem was the forest scene when Prime dies. I didn't know Prime even got stabbed till after he fell over. I couldn't follow what was going on.
Again, so I will say, I'll point out, Don, so that was years ago. It was right. Technology is more primitive. But even in his last movie, The Last Night, where things were still clearer, there was more contrast and stuff, it still was busy, messy looking, and hard to follow because there's just too much stuff going on. This one, it made way more sense, like visually what was going on, and some of the action sequences were actually really, really well done.
Yeah, the action
frankly,
sequence.
The issues with the Bay movies are not an issue of technology; they're an issue of staging and design.
Yeah. Choreography, composition, and framing makes so much more difference in those kind of scenes than the technological level.
Mm-hmm.
Right. Yeah. It's now in the battle near the end, it gets a little hard to follow who's where with who. But that's difficult. Like if you look at Lord of the Rings, in the battle with the orcs, you couldn't really follow who was where until they zoomed in and showed Legolas doing this and Gimli doing this, But if you look at the whole scene, it's a little hard. But the fight scenes felt like they had some weight to them, like that this was really happening. It didn't feel, I guess, again, weightless.
Yeah. Diecast, what did you think?
I loved it. I agree. Probably the best Transformers movie, live action movie that we've gotten. The story made sense. It was easy to follow. I thought the action was split up fairly well to keep you engaged through the whole movie. I liked Mirage. I hate to say it because I didn't like the fact that they picked Pete Davidson as
I don't know who he is, but he was fine.
He was fine. He was good. The human characters were good. There were things that it felt very like elements from other Transformers movies that kind of felt a little bit too similar. That was the one thing I wished it would have been a little bit more different than what we've gotten before, but it's still the best movie we've got.
It tries to present itself as like the first Transformers movie in a way.
Yeah,
But, it kind of pretends that you've not seen them transform before, or you've not seen them on Earth, and I'm fine with that because canonically, if this is I know there's conjecture it's not or it is, but if this is a prequel to the Bay movies, this is the first time you see all the Autobots on Earth. But like watching it, there was a sense that, oh my God, I'm actually watching a Transformers movie. I never felt that once with the Bay movies.
Exactly.
Never once did I feel like this is Transformers. I felt like this is something it's its own Transformers thing, but it's not like when you distill it down to its core, like what Transformers is or what Transformers was. This actually feels like there's a big hidden nostalgia that never comes across in the Bay movies.
And if you don't like the Beast part of it, or you don't want to go see a Beast Wars movie, which is, I was kind of worried that this was going to be more of a Beast Wars movie than anything, because of the title.
There's a balance,
and it was balanced very well.
So I make no bones. Beast Wars is like, as far as like story and writing and everything goes, it's my favorite Transformers. I was going in expecting this to be as disrespectful to Beast Wars as the Bay movies were to G1. It was not. Yes, it's different, but it's there were still some story hooks there that for fans. I will say the only thing I didn't care about with the Beast is when Airazor spoke, I just heard Michelle Yeoh. Like, it's like she just does not work for me as a robot. I see her face when she speaks.
Michelle Yeoh is great when she's in a
great
movie or
actress.
TV show being Michelle Yeoh.
Yeah.
I'm not sure I'd be able to parse her as being anyone else either.
Yeah, not having a clue who Pete Davidson was. I did not picture him when he spoke as Mirage. Ron Perlman, I didn't see Ron Perlman when Primal spoke. And Primal, I don't want to, again, not trying not to spoil, but like the way he's presented in the trailer is different than he sort of is portrayed in his relationship with the Autobots is different than it's portrayed in the movie, and that's for the better.
Yeah. The one downside is, I guess I was hoping more of the characters would have had more to do. It was better than in past movies.
Yeah.
Where
the same thing for G1.
Yeah.
Like any given episode, the characters that you love the most may not get to do anything because they focus on, one or two characters.
Right. But I think there was more done with I don't want to call them the secondary characters. There was more done, not enough that I would say, they got it, but at least there was something there. But also I feel that the name drops they do was at least, and Brian, you probably know what I'm talking about, at the beginning of the movie, when the Maximals leave.
Yeah.
Yeah, that name drop made sense, and it was like it actually fits what they're talking about.
Yeah. So I think I mentioned that I think Scourge is the best villain that we've had in any of these movies. I didn't realize it was Peter Dinklage. That's awesome.
I didn't know that either.
Yeah,
I didn't realize.
Nice.
Yeah, I didn't realize until today or yesterday that he was actually voicing in the movie at all. So
Scourge is a very believable, from a very threatening villain. He is he's, I'm not going to say he's like multidimensional because that's overselling it, but he is very compelling in how evil he is.
Yeah.
It's hard to find a multi-dimensional popcorn movie villain at all. Frankly.
Yeah.
And this was raised on Twitter. I wish I could credit who it was, but I don't remember. Nightbird, Scourge, and tow truck guy.
Battletrap.
Thank you. Hook, line, and sinker from the comics. I did put together Scourge's mask is the same mask as worn by the Unicron cultists in the late G1 comics. If you look at it, it's very similar to what they wore. But I did not pull together that those three were hook, line, and sinker from the comics.
Interesting.
Yeah, that's not, and I'm a big fan of that. Towards of the G1 towards the end.
Neo Knights. I was not expecting. I'm kidding.
I know. But I'm just saying
that's more of a tease for Carl than for Don.
Yeah. But yeah, that was, and seeing them in action cemented me in thinking that was basically the movie verse hook, line, and sinker, which was cool.
Well, and you're very close to spoiler territory.
Yeah, I'm gonna probably cut us off here just by saying I'm mad at all of you right now because you're actually making it sound like I want to see this.
Yeah, so
You do.
Yeah, but I will say one more thing. Not my ideal Optimus Prime, because my ideal Optimus Prime is John Wayne Optimus Prime from G1. But this is easily the best Optimus Prime in any of these movies. Not even close.
Yeah, he's a lot less murdery.
He's murdery. No, he is definitely murdery. But he's
murdery, but less war crime.
He is less war crime. But there's character development from point A at the beginning of the movie to point Z at the end. Optimus Prime grows and develops as a character. That's the first time that's ever happened.
And that's a little weird too, because I'm just used to Optimus Prime always being the wisest, best leader that there is.
But he's not. He's a murder. He's a murderous.
Have you been watching?
He's a murderous maniac in most of those movies.
But one thing I'm happy about, the human cast don't feel like ciphers or placeholders, or they actually feel like someone who's gotten wrapped up in this.
Noah and Elena it's Elena, right? Are both very solid human characters,
right?
And you like them. You genuinely like them.
Yeah, I mean and I'm glad that they talked away from the others. They talked about things.
They had their own agency.
And and they weren't just like, oh, here's giant alien robots, let's jump in. No, it's like they knew they had to do something. It was more like just not plot convenience getting along.
Yeah. So I will say, best Transformers movie ever, not high art. Go see Across the Spider-Verse, then go see this.
Please go. I disagree. I would like this. Personally, I liked this better than Spider-Verse. The first Spider-Verse.
Did you go see Across the Spider-Verse?
I did. I liked it. The first one I hated. I did not care for it. The second one I liked.
I mean, we know Diecast is chronically wrong, so I mean, Brian's incredulous expression is not undeserved here, but like this isn't out of character.
Now, I will say for Rise of the Beast, stay through the credits. Don't be a
there's a mid-credit scene. That's not a spoiler.
There is a mid-credit scene. Now,
there's not a post-credit scene, though, so you only have to stay.
You don't have to stay very long.
Yeah, I stayed until the lights came up in the theater just to make sure.
I've done that before.
Because when Christy and I watched Shazam: Fury of the Gods the other night, and they tacked on that credit scene at the very end. After
Did you like Fury of the Gods?
I did.
I did. Too.
I did. This Billy Batson is not my Billy Batson.
He's not.
But he's not near the jerk that the comics have made him into lately.
Yeah, but Rise of the Beast, definitely worth watching. Definitely worth watching. I'm going to go see it again. I'm going to see Across the Spider-Verse again first. But then I'll go see this. And I'm not like I think I saw Age of Extinction 3 times the opening weekend so that I could feel comfortable talking about it. And I hated myself for it. I'm looking forward to seeing this again. And you know what? My kids will want to go back. Kim will want to go back.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yes.
And
dang.
Wheeljack did not. I wanted to see how he did, just as far as with it being such a different Wheeljack. But there's Wheeljack in there, so there's that.
Yeah. So
I feel like I watched Age of Extinction 3 times in the theater, but it was just because the movie was that long.
Yeah. Definitely worth seeing it in a nice theater. It's vibrant, clear, clean. It's definitely worth your time. Okay. tfradio.net/Amazon. If you want to buy some Rise of the Beast merchandise, or if you want to buy, I don't know, Can you get a boat on Amazon?
Probably
Something
a small
expensive?
boat.
Yeah.
Oh, you probably get like a little paddle boat thing for like a little lake.
Yeah,
I
tfradio.net.
almost guarantee you could buy a kayak.
Yeah,
Sure.
I'm sure you can. But tfradio.net/Amazon, whatever you buy, won't cost you any more, but a little bit will come back to us, and that'll help us out. We would appreciate it. Also, our Patreon at patreon.com/tfradio. Patrons get an ad-free version of the show. You get RFC a day early. Doesn't mean 24 hours, but you get it the day before. The public, higher bit rate, weekly Patreon exclusive pre-show podcast, unedited episodes of RFC, Hot 5 week early. Patrons at the touch tier get to be on Hot 5, and patrons at the touch tier also get to be mentioned on the show each week as a little thank you, and you're listed at tfradio.net/credits. Haven't checked this out like in the past week, so hopefully nobody's dropped. If you've dropped, you should join back.
Mm-hmm.
But I want to thank Kevin Dorsey. Kevin, cancer-free. Kevin beat cancer.
Nice,
Kevin.
Congratulations.
Yes, beat cancer in the face. AJ, Eric Griffin, Tyrell Gwynn, Rick Mahurin, Ryan Bona, Emmett Stresovich, Rabbits, Hector Bones, Ness, Joey Russell, Sean Williamson, Spider Bob, Jay Klein Rye, Sean Hamilton, who's moved, he told me.
Oh.
And I hope that's good for you, Sean. Because he needed more room for his toys.
Well, there you go.
Jacob Owen Lucia, Sean Bratton, Jason Hiley, and TJ Petrucci. Thank you all so much. You guys rock. We appreciate you guys. So again, patreon.com/tfradio if you want to sign up. All of our stuff is basically at tfradio.net. Years worth of podcasts going back to 1999. Again, we are the world's first and oldest toy and action figure podcast. You can find me personally at briankilby.com. I've posted some podcast stuff recently. I have an Instagram at Brian Kilby, and I have a Twitter at bkilby that I sometimes tweet at.
And you sometimes delete.
I'm not going to delete it again.
You said that the last time, though.
I haven't deleted it since I said that.
Well, the last time I'm referring to is like, a year or so ago, the last time you went on a deletion kick with it.
Oh, okay. Well, maybe. But yeah, you can find us all there. Rob Springer not here. He's at Rob Springer on Twitter and at zonebase.org, and he is going to eat high school cafeteria pizza while watching Rise of the Beasts, apparently.
Half of that sounds awesome.
Is this like some kind of a challenge thing, or like
it's something he's shared on
It sounds
Twitter.
like Rob's comfort zone to me.
It does sound like Rob's
bit,
comfort zone, yeah. Let's see here. John DeLuna not here. He's at that John D everywhere, and he's probably playing Street Fighter 6 right now. Rob, how do people get a hold of you?
I'm on Twitter for the moment at Rob Flails. I may delete my account if the dumbass who owns Twitter decides to get rid of the block function like he's talking about.
What?
But for now, I am there. It is the Twitter account for Flail Throughs, my YouTube channel, which covers Gundam Battle Operation 2, which is now on PC. That's having some problems with its matchmaking, but they're working on it. And I've been doing like a step-by-step playthrough of the Steam version. There's a playlist for that. If you like what I'm doing over there, patreon.com/flailthroughs, you can give me money for it. And I will take requests and do my best to, do the mobile suit you want with the weapons and colors you want, etc. I also have a birthday in 2 weeks, and my Amazon wish list is at tfradio.net/playlist.
The block button is the only thing that makes Twitter useful.
Yes.
Or usable.
Usable.
Yeah, that's more correct.
Okay. Chris.
Well, as usual, I'll plug our Discord server, tfradio.net/Discord. We got a great group of people over there. It's a really chill place to hang out, talk about Transformers or various other nerd topics. We've got a spoilers channel now, so movie discussion will be segregated for.
I can go talk in the spoilers channel about the movie. Okay.
You sure can.
Yes.
Why are you still here? Go.
Okay.
Yeah, so if you want to get a hold of me, I'm on there. Come check us out. Sign up, hang around. Pretty good place. I have an Amazon wish list at tfradio.net/chrislist with things on there that are fun for me and what have you. So if you just feel like doing some random kindness, that's a great way to do that. And the stuff I've done on the internet is generally collected at playwithphotography.com.
Diecast
Is
He's
muted.
You can follow me on Twitter at Diecast2. You can like my Facebook page at Reviews by Diecast, and you can see some reviews at tfradio.net/reviews.
That works. Donald.
I can be reached on Twitter at HMRC, the number 4 EVR. And my birthday will be on the 21st. I will be 53 years old. I'll be the old man of the Transformers world, I guess.
You already are.
Yeah.
No, I'll be even older. I'll win. And I do have a list at Amazon, tfradio.net/Don's list. If
Don
anyone
list.
will,
Don
Dawn
list.
list.
Dawn list. Sorry.
Singular.
Dawn list. Singular, yes. If anyone wants to look at stuff and wants to get me something, you don't have to, but I appreciate it if you do. Thank you
If
much.
you want to add something to the list, let me know and I can add it.
Within reason.
Yeah.
But yeah.
I suspect you have different definitions of reason.
Well,
Yeah.
don't add the coffin again, or Christy will come down.
I'm not gonna. I don't want to hurt Christy's feelings.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, if you
and
have the coffin again, I think it may end up being for you. Is the point that
Yeah,
Don is trying
exactly.
to make.
So I do have that list at Amazon, and I can reach on Twitter at the aforementioned handle.
I'm adding some gas relief to Don's list
I mean,
right
that's always good to have,
now. It is. Good
I
to
mean,
have.
yeah. Especially if you go out and have a nice birthday dinner somewhere.
right?
Well, we
Or-
did have Taco Bell tonight, so
Oh, you're gonna need more than gas.
You better
Don.
expedite that,
It's
Brian.
right there. tfradio.net/Don list gas X. Did I get everybody?
Yes.
Okay, sweet. Okay.
Yeah.
Hey, I actually feel pretty good because I enjoyed the movie. So I am probably going to get the podcast posted tonight for patrons. So
Nice.
yeah, it doesn't happen often. It's also we're a day late. So
Right.
yeah, we'll see you
I
next
forgot.
week. I won't see you next week. I'm on vacation, but the guys will be covering for me. Diecast
I'll
should
be hosting.
Yeah.
Live in fear.
Yeah. So, but hopefully I'll get the podcast up in a pretty decent time. So, see you guys later. Have a good one.
Bye,
Take care.
everybody.
take care, all.
I am disappointed in all of you, but especially
Recording
you, Dawn.
stopped.
What for?
I said whoever designed or put the Rock Lords in was stoned, and none of you caught on.
Oh no, I
I
called
did.
it.
Oh, I caught it.
I called it. It was just Brian was rolling along, and I really
Yeah.
didn't want to. I didn't want to.
But I just had to immediately make a Mark joke. So that's like I got it, but I like added on to it by
Okay.
saying I know who that was.
Okay, I'm less disappointed in you all.
No, I knew immediately what you were doing. I was being quiet because I thought Don was gonna, pick up and run with that, but
I was
Uh,
stepping on his territory.
it turns out a rolling Don gathers no moss.
That's funny.
So, but yeah.
Was my
it
audio
was-
okay?
Yeah, don't worry about it.
Cool.
Oh man. Yeah, you should go see the movie. Everybody but Matt. I think Matt would even enjoy it.
I told
I
Matt
mean-
he'd enjoy Bumblebee and he still wouldn't listen.
You went to see Bumblebee.
I went to see Bumblebee. It didn't do
Oh.
anything for me.
Oh,
Yeah.
well.
Bumblebee
I'm
is
just a joyless person.
yeah, it's fine. Like
Yeah,
it's not high
yeah,
art.
well.
Like Across the Spider-Verse is arguably high art. This is not, but it's fun. God, Across the Spider-Verse.
Well,
is so
I'm not
good.
going to be getting out of the theater to see anything for the foreseeable future. So.
Yeah,
Oh.
Yeah.
Across the Spider-Verse is so good. Yeah. Okay.
They reopened the theater I like, but they changed the seats, and I'm also still a tremendous germaphobe. So yeah, I'm not seeing anything in theater anytime soon.
Take a can of disinfectant with you, or like Clorox wipes or something.
No, I think I'd need to like be surrounded by air purifiers and like put up like laser barriers, like a couple seats aside from me. I
Mhm.
don't want the COVID. Is my point.
Yeah. No, I get it. I just noticed. I was looking.
Do they sell medical tents on Amazon?
Oh, probably.
So, COVID again, aerosolized transmission. Like between a mask and a shield, you'd probably be okay. Like a mask and a face shield.
Yeah, but then that makes it hard to eat the popcorn.
This is true.
True.
So I was looking at Mandarake, and I almost bought something today, and I decided not to, even though it's a really good deal.
Oh.
What is it?
A Bruticus box set. It's missing like
Oh.
the left fist, which is easily gettable, and maybe another gun. Like the box is rough, but it would display okay.
Mhm.
But I just noticed they have the Beast Wars puzzle with the Black Lio Jr. And I'm afraid.
Oh no, you totally should buy that.
Yeah.
I've started looking recently for Legends Overlord because I decided I want to have that now. Oddly enough, not really available on Mandarake.
I ended up having to buy it off eBay. I wish I'd have got it when it was readily available.
Yeah,
I did get it when it was readily available. He's on my shelf.
Yeah, I mean, it's on my shelf too now.
Yeah, there was like a little stretch there where there was a bunch of them on eBay for like $40 a piece, and I'm kicking myself for not getting that.
Yeah, I wish I would remember that I was aware of that or something. I don't know. I probably was aware of it at the time, but
we talked about it. I'm pretty sure.
Dawn and Diecast, you both collect at least some Lightning collection stuff, right?
Yep.
A little bit, yeah.
Monsters, do either of you need an eye guy?
I saw them at Ollie's for like $15 and passed.
I have them for $10 at mine.
Yeah, I not really. The only one I've got, I think, is King Sphinx, just because I got him at Target on clearance for like $14, and he's visually very impressive. But that's the only one I've got.
Just offering. Diecast?
I think I do need him, but I'll just wait till he goes down to like 15 on Amazon, and that way I don't have to pay shipping and stuff.
People watching live, I'm going to shut down the stream. I will see you in a couple weeks.
Make a podcast, yeah.
Well, I'm not going to do that quite yet. I'm going to kill the stream because it's easier. It takes up resources right now. So,
right.
We'll see you next week. Or they'll see you next week. Bye. Bye, Facebook. And I'll have to kill the stream.
Oh yeah, I just got the G-frame real type assortment for 73 shipped, so I'll let you know what the duplicate is from that box.
What's the assortment in there?
Real type Gundam